Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. Today, I'm here to bring you a Sailor Moon Crystal anime review. And it seems like the fury I made last week about Chibi Usa is starting to gain some ground. I'm just gonna say right now, I am really liking Chibi Usa as a character. I have to take a moment to just say that. It's not just the way her character is designed, but the voice actor, along with some of these kawaii type scenes, and just the way she's portrayed in the episode, she's a really adorable character. One of the best characters I think so far I have seen from Sailor Moon. I'm gonna be real here. It really makes me enjoy her character quite a bit. Like, she is by far one of my favorite characters. Besides, you know, Momo, Chibi Usa is my favorite. There's no denying that. There is no competition whatsoever. And once again, this episode goes to prove that. Like, there's some really good scenes in this episode with Sailor Moon Crystal with Chibi Usa, especially that rain scene. That rain scene, yo, that was freaking good. Like, when you see Chibi Usa walking in the rain by herself, and when you just see her by herself, and you just see how she's having, like, these flashbacks, like, you see how she's by herself, and when you see, like, this explosion on the city, how it's exploding, and you see how she's thinking about, like, her mother and father, which, yo, I saw that. I saw that. Oh. So, Chibi Usa was in Usagi's house, and she looks over to Usagi's parents. And as soon as she looks over to their parents, you know, Usagi's parents, she thinks in her mind, and she sees her parents. I'm guessing those are her parents, because you see how she's, you know, by herself. She's in the background. You have to where her parents are, like, some form of royalty, and they're up front, and everybody's like, hey, how you doing? You know, they're all, like, bowing before them and stuff like that on the outside. So it makes me assume that Chibi Usa is, you know, like, I guess a princess or something. But I really noticed one key scene. From the way the scene was portrayed, it seemed like Chibi Usa was kind of ignored a little bit, or she was lonely as a child. That's what I assumed from the way the flashback was done, because she was in the background, her parents were smiling and having fun, but she was in the background by herself. So it gives me the impression that Chibi Usa was very lonely wherever she was. Now, this brings up to the point I want to discuss. So, it was really weird how Chibi Usa's parents looked a lot like Momo and Usagi. Like, it's already been very obvious since Chibi Usa's introduction that she looks really like Usagi. Like, she is. She's called Chibi Usa, for God's sake. So, it's very obvious she looks very similar to Chibi Usa. And I've made my theories before. I've said maybe Chibi Usa is the sister of Usagi. That's what I've assumed. But the way this is being done, there's just more weirdness going on. Like, you have it to where the Black Moon organization or whatever, when we see the Prince dude, when he looks at, like, this big spear thing, you see someone that looks like Sailor Moon, like an older version of Sailor Moon inside of this, like, hologram thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't know how to take that, because I'm an anime only. I've never seen the original anime. I've never read the manga, but I'm really assuming that maybe Usa, or Chibi Usa, might be the child, possibly, because, I mean, it's really weird. I mean, you have the legendary crystal with Chibi Usa, and, you know, Usagi has the legendary crystal, too. We've already seen that. And then the way she has the Luna Ball thing, or Luna P, it's really weird. It is. I don't know, though. I don't think there's time traveling in Sailor Moon, but, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, anything can happen in anime, but the way they're giving us these hints, I don't know. Is it really that obvious? Is it really that obvious that Chibi Usa might be the child of Usagi? See, I don't know how to feel about that, because when it comes to series, they usually don't like confirming romance pairs that early. Usually, you know, writers or authors of manga don't do that. They don't confirm romance pairings, and if Chibi Usa is the child of Usagi, I'm only gonna assume that Momo's the father, so what the fuck? So, that means they would already confirm the romance pairing. But that'd be really awkward. You see, there's a lot of awkward ways to take that, too. So, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. But anyways, let's move off that point, okay? The episode, it's a very standard format like the past two episodes have been. Another Sailor Moon Guardian has been abducted. And that's what happens in this episode. Sailor Jupiter gets abducted because she's sick, and she gets stolen at the very end. A very standard format that's been happening for the past couple episodes. It's not bad, but it's starting to become slightly predictable the way the episode's formats have been. I want to assume that 2 weeks from now, Sailor Venus is going to be stolen too. I want to assume that's what's going to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts about this episode of Sailor Moon Crystal. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.